Hi everybody, my name is Michael. I'm director of Bikram Yoga here in Bend. I wanted to introduce you today to Zoe and Chris Ditmore. They're two of our students that have been coming to the school now for a number of years, and they really have a great story to tell about the yoga. Zoe, you were talking to me earlier about why you first started. Can you tell me again what that was?
Sure. In 2004, I was diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis.
What is that?
Basically, it's an arthritic version of the skin disorder, psoriasis.
Mm-hmm.
And I had contracted psoriasis in like 1995, so I've had the skin version for quite a while. Some folks develop the arthritic version, some folks don't. Unfortunately, I was unlucky enough to develop the arthritic version. And basically what happens, it attacked my toes actually in both legs. And literally it was like overnight. I woke up one morning and it was like walking on glass. It was just very painful when I got it diagnosed, and the medical route would have been a little more invasive than what I wanted to do, so I started to seek out different alternatives.
And how did you find out about Bikram Yoga?
A co-worker at the time, she just, oh my goodness, she was changing in the bathroom and like literally wringing her clothes out in the sink, and she's like, Zoe, you gotta try this thing. She goes, you sweat like crazy, but it's just an awesome form of yoga that I've started to do. And then I also saw you guys advertised in The Source. You had a great ad campaign going on at that time, so that triggered me.
And so what happened after you started?
Well, it was pretty intense for the first few months. It was just awesome. I think what happened to me too was my attention on the pain of my feet transferred into something else. And as a result, the arthritis went away, but it also transformed into something else that was more positive. So I think it was a combination of things that was going on at the time.
How long did the arthritis take to begin to dissipate and go away?
I would say it kicked in August of 04, and I want to say like by March, April, it had pretty much vamoosed.
So 6-8 months, it was pretty much gone. That's remarkable.
Yeah.
So, Chris,
Mm-hmm.
how did you happen to come in? I mean, after she was here for a while, what did you think?
Well, of course, Zoe kept coming home and telling me about it and what it was like, and I've always been very athletic, and so I was curious about it, but resisted for a while until I had to have the occasion to have a hernia surgery in late 2005, I believe, in the fall of 2005, and I just never really felt right after it. I didn't feel well, and I was just felt out of shape generally. So I said, "What the heck? I'll give it a try." And I came on in, and it was difficult at first, but I was hooked pretty much from the beginning in terms of the challenge of it and what it ultimately made me feel a lot better. That's for sure. So.
No, you're a big snowboarder too, aren't you?
I like to snowboard, yeah, as much as I can.
And how has the yoga affected your snowboarding?
When I first when a season would first start without the yoga, it seemed to take me 5 or 6 days before I could, before I get my legs and feel like I could actually stay up there all day if I wanted to. And what I found out that after I started practicing was the first day that I went up there, I was ready to go. My legs felt great. My breathing was great. So it was a lot less time for me to sort of get into the season. It happened a lot faster.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it was interesting.
What would you say to a new person that was thinking about coming in about Bikram Yoga?
Well, I would say just come on in and give it a try. Have an open mind, try it out, and definitely give yourself a week or two, 10 classes maybe, or whatever it takes to see what it does for you, to see how you feel. You really can't get a feel the first couple of times because you're just trying to figure out what's going on in the room and the poses and all the sweat that's going on. So, if you give yourself a couple of weeks and see how you feel afterwards, pretty much guaranteed if you give it a try, you're going to feel better.
Zoe, do you have any thoughts about that?
I would say to someone who's new starting, don't be intimidated at all. That was one of the main things. You come in there and you think everybody's looking at you and you feel like a complete dork. No one is interested in you or what you're wearing. Just follow the poses as well as you can and get through. And don't panic as well. Sometimes
Wow.
the heat can be a little bit intimidating. Just breathe and kick back and enjoy it. It's not going to be perfect
Okay.
the first few times. So
Good. Okay. And you guys are coming in for 4:30 class tonight?
Oh, yeah, I think
Yeah.
so, yes.
All right. Good.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. It's always a treat when Michael is teaching the class.
Well,
So,
well, thank you for coming in and sharing your story and spending your time coming in. doing that. I
oh,
appreciate that.
absolutely. It's very fun.
Yes. Thank you.